I am going to assume that means they're on their way through the parking lot to the finish. So Japan, Randonneurs 8. Yep, there's the horns. Here they come. Started a week ago today in Oceanside, California, and have raced nonstop across the United States, finishing with a time of 6 days, 19 hours, and 12 minutes. Fantastic performance by this team from Japan. Let's give them a big welcome here to Annapolis City Dock. Racers, if we could have you up on stage, please, without your helmets. All right, let's put our hands together and give a great welcome to Japan Randonneurs 8. Great job finishing in 6 days, 19 hours, 7 minutes. Fantastic. Here is Rick Bothling with your finishers' medals. I am so excited to talk with you all. Just great job. Tell us a little bit about how this team came together and how you came to be a part of it.
チームが一員になった大丈夫よ大丈夫いや無理だって高橋さんがこれに参加したのもともと
Again, I don't want to make everyone uncomfortable.
なんか一言でいいから He's, you know あ、そうなの
Would you like to just translate?
Yeah, okay. So, you know, some of these are actually members of two teams that came to do the qualifier in Aomori. And so what they decided to do is they're so fast, they said, why don't we get together and form an 8-member team? And that's how he became part of the member. That's exactly how all of these people came to race in RAAM, because of the qualifier.
What event, and I'd just like this to be for everybody, because I know you're with Randonneur clubs. What was it like for you riding on a supported team rather than being self-supported?
ブルベ、はいはい。あ、そう、ブルベでは大体一人で走ってらっしゃいますけども、このようにサポートが全面的につく体制の中で走るっていうのはどのような気分でしたか。どのような経験でしたか。
すべてが初めての経験でしたね。新鮮な感じでした。
You know, everything was very new to me, and therefore it was very inspiring.
Did you find it easier having support, or was it sometimes frustrating to have other people there that you had to depend on?
ですね、サポートがあるっていうことはブルベと比べて走りやすかったですか？それともいろいろな人と交流しなければならない中で走るというのがむしろ辛い経験でしたか？
いいことも悪いこともいろいろあって、どちらがいいかは特に言えないんですけども、これはこれで面白かったと思います。
You know, there were high points and low points, and I believe that that's what this all means.
Okay. What is your next big event? Paris-Brest Paris in your future?
PBP はいらっしゃるの？ No, he's not going to PBP this year. Okay, so his next goal is to race solo in RAAM.
Yeah.
Woo!
Possibly the youngest person in RAAM this year?
もしかしたらですね、RAAM で一番若い方、年齢が一番若い人。Yes, maybe I look that. I look the youngest. You know, she's the fastest Japanese lady to finish PBP. Yeah.
What was your time?
Time was 79時間? ね, 73 hours for 1,200 kilometers. Yeah. And she also, just last week, had a 1,200 She actually participated in the Transalp, which is a 1,200, which is a very difficult course because you have to go through all from Verona all the way to Slovenia and so forth. So,
take 2 steps forward.
ちょっと前に出てきてください。
いやいや。
Any bike racing experience in your background? Are you strictly Randonneur? Do you really just ride for fun, or do you like the competition?
そうレース経験はございますか？それともブルベしか走らないんですか？それともどういうサイクリストなんでしょうか？
日本のレースは走ったことがありますけれど、海外でレースは初めてです。海外でブルベとかは走ったことありますけれど、レースとして走るのは海外では初めてです。すごくエキサイティングでした。
This is the very first time that he has raced. In Japan, he has experience racing in Japan, yes, but not overseas. However, Mr. Yahagi has very much experience in randonneuring in foreign countries. The ACP-sanctioned brevets. He has a lot of experience in doing that. But this is the very first time he's racing overseas. And it was very exciting for him.
Thank you very much. I would love to know how the roads here compare to the roads that you train on in Japan.
ですね、日本の道路事情と比較していただけますか？いかがでしたか？アメリカの道路っていうのは。
日本の道路と比べると、そうですね、ものすごくまっすぐな道が多い、カンザスとかあとこっちのメリーランドの方に来るとかなり日本を思い出すような風景と道路が長かったような記憶があります。
So on the West Coast side, especially in Kansas, especially, the roads are completely straight, and this is what kinds of road conditions that we do not have in Japan. But once we were in Maryland, you could actually see similarities between the road conditions in Japan as well as here. Okay.
And then, final question here, and then I'd like to have a little chat.
Okay.
How about wildlife out on the roads? How does that compare to Japan? Because I know as you go east, there were a lot of armadillos and raccoons and deer. Is that common in your country?
ですね、野生動物との遭遇についてお話しくださいと。だから東海岸に来れば来るほどですね、アルマジロがいたでしょう。アルマジロとか鹿とかアライグマとかいかがでしたか？日本と比べて。
そうですね、日本ではいないような動物もいたし、あとは本当に鹿が多くて、これ言っていいの？鹿が飛び出してきて車に当たって車がちょっと壊れてしまったりとかあって、すごいトラブルの元になる部分とか気を使う部分がすごい多かったですね。でもそういったトラブルもみんなで乗り越えられたので、すごいいい経験になりました。
Can I take a stab at that real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, I think he said, I love armadillos, and George, that's the nicest shirt I've ever seen. No, okay.
Is that an armadillo? No, anyways, he said, we saw animal species that we don't have in Japan, like the armadillos in Missouri, I guess. And we saw a lot of raccoons, but even more so deers. We had an accident in South Fork when a huge deer, actually our car, I just had to swerve the car away from the deer, and yet we had a collision with a huge deer, and it actually wrecked the car. And ever since, I've been going and visiting auto repair shops, trying to get our cars functional, and we've had so much vehicle problems this time. But that's actually been part of the fun of RAAM this round. So he said he's really enjoyed the wild animal life here in the U.S., but it's been a problem for us.
And how did you get this team put together? And thank you so much, first of all. But I know you were involved with a solo racer. And what was it from that prompted you to want to put together an 8-person team?
Well, it was in 2019 when the team, 8-member team, Mind Over Matter. And at the last banquet, I was so impressed by that 8-member team because most of them had some sort of physical disability, and yet they were able to come together and race and complete RAAM, right? And so that got me the idea that I should try to get an 8-member team from Japan, and as many as possible, because it's prohibitively expensive to be a solo racer, and it's so hard to get crews. But if you have everyone's buy-in as a member of a team, then it's that much more fun. That was my thinking. And so thanks to your father, Fred, we organized a qualifier here in Aomori, and we invited people to participate in teams, and they found it was so fun. So all of these members have been have participated in the qualifier as members of teams, not as solos. So I hope that in the future we'll have many more Japanese teams coming to RAAM.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate all of you taking part in this. You did an amazing job, and we'd love to have your crew come on up and have some photos with you. Oh, hang on just 1 minute. Father Fred?
Thank you, George. Maya, we talked about this, what, 4 years ago? Yeah, 4 years ago. And she promised me she would be here with an 8-person team. And here you are. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. Well done. Nice ride.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Excellent. You are the heart of the team, right? Well done. Good. Love it. Great performance.
Thank you.
Super.
Thank you. Thank you.